Well, another Chevelle. 1968 Malibu Convertible. This one, date code correct. I'm pretty positive this is going to be your original motor, but right now the only verification that I could get was date code correct, because this giant bracket has to come off so I could read those numbers. But it came back as a 327 from 1968 on the back of the motor. This thing seems to run and drive good, is what they have told me, but we're going to find out for sure. That's why I do these videos. Power steering, power brakes, AC is not hooked up, aftermarket set of American racing wheels, disc brakes in the front, drum in the rear, and I'll just treat it as if I'm looking at the car to buy myself, and I'll tell you everything that I see. Dual exhaust out the back. And if you've been around this channel very long, you know I try to kind of beat them up. I look at everything in detail. If you have any other questions by the end of the video, I'll send you more videos of those areas. Before we take off, we'll kind of check at the top out here. You can see it's got some silicone on the top there. You can also see there's a patch here on the side. A little windy today too, so bear with me on that. I'll go get my mics after this. They usually help. All right, about that time. Let's go for a ride. All right, place your bets. Do you think the horn works? We're gonna be taking off down the road, checking everything out on this one as well. Also drop the top. Look at the interior on the top. Not too bad. Pull her down here. There we go. And we'll start this one up. It is warming up. It's still cold right now, but I will go ahead and drop the top. Top's making a bunch of squeaky noises, but it's coming down pretty good. There we go. Pedals wore out there, ain't it? Pioneer speakers, blower motor. It's working. A little squeaky sounding. Radio. Not cutting on. Oh, lots of paperwork, and that's cool. Always keep that with your car if you can. Ashtray cover's missing. Wipers. I think the wipers need a little help there. Turn signals. Right side's not popping up, left side's blinking. There we go. Once she's warmed up, idle comes down. Show you the mileage. It's hard to stand by mileage on something this old, but that's what it says. What I'm doing here is just checking to see if these wipers are stuck, and they might be because the hood's not up or down all the way. Let's see if that does anything. I got it up above and it's on, and it's not working. The wipers need help, guys. We know that. What about the horn? Did you place your bets? It does work. Good deal. Let's hit the road, see how it runs and drives. Let's take these windows down real quick. Almost took off. Need to look at it and see how cool it looks with the top down. A little sticky, but it ain't too bad. You can see that handle has been hit on the inside panel there. This one here, get my bag of goodies out of the way. Missing a little piece on the end there for the seal. All right, now we're ready to roll. All right. Get another video done today. We're heading out of here. Kind of let it warm up for a second, so we should be ready to go. Anything I see, you'll know about it. That's why I do these videos for you. So we're heading on down the road here. Good Good shift, straight as an arrow. It's not pulling left or right at all. Tight steering, it's turning there and there. Speedo is working. Feels like a little bit of slack somewhere. Hitting those brakes. They're smooth. Backing our throttle to the floor. Kick down's hooked up. Good shift. Get back in our brakes. Feels nice. Good little cruiser. Well, we're gonna pull up at the gas station, get a little bit of fuel, because I don't think the gas gauge works. It's way past full, it's probably not working. And I don't wanna take a chance of running out. So here we go, we're gonna pull up in here. And I'll be back with $20 worth of 93 octane. See you in a minute. Oh, where'd you go? I don't know how long you've been down. Okay, up here at the gas station. I didn't get $20 worth because we have a full tank. We ended up with $16 worth of 93 octane. I'll show you. Because it said, ugh, went on the ground there. It's already dried up. Right on that top on the inside. Little surface rust. Old seals. We're going to check all that stuff at the end of the video in the picking out the flaws segment. Again, that's at the end. For now, we're going to light up the undercarriage and see what else we can find. Okay, so suspension on this one is quite smooth. Going through a really bumpy parking lot now. It's handling everything with ease. heading on back to the lot. So far, this has been pretty good. I've enjoyed the test drive myself. I did find, you know, some stuff on the body that you need to know about. And I'm talking chips, scratches, dents, whatnot. And I put that at the end of the video. And something I need to warn you about, TikTok is full of impersonators. They're impersonating Maple Motors. They're stealing my old videos and marking the cars down. If you see any of that, please report. I've been trying to get verified on there for years. I'm verified on all platforms, but TikTok, I don't understand. I guess it's because it's Chinese owned or whatever, but man, that platform is a mess. Just be careful on there. Here we go, heading on down the road. Now that speedometer, I mean, really, it seems about accurate. Pretty smooth going down the road. Hitting our brakes, just barely getting into them. They're just nice and smooth. They don't feel, I don't feel any bumps or any pulls. This car's running and driving like it should be. So I have to get on top of that sending unit back there and see what's going on with the gas gauge to get it working, but it's really not that big of a deal. I did notice, I don't know if it's in the switch or what, but both of our right turn signals are out. Bumping the road here. Y'all hardly even noticed it. Nice and smooth. Now we're pulling back into Maple Motors. Be sure to stick around because picking out the flaws is coming up next. That's chips, scratches, rust, dents. I know I keep saying that, but it's important. Look at all this new inventory coming out of the lot. Oh yeah. That car's fast. I knew it had a full roll cage and stuff, but goodness. All right, I know this one's going up front somewhere. Guys, thanks for sticking around. Picking out the flaws. Coming up next. Hit subscribe if you don't mind. That's going to help out my channel. Well, I have to say that was a pretty good test drive. Now let's walk around it and see what else we can find. We're looking for chips, scratches, rust, and dents. Starting in the back. Rear bumper on this one. Big old dent right there. You got some rust. You got some behind the tag. You got some pitting on the tail lights. Seal in the trunk is not really a seal anymore. It's gone. So it needs a new one. Down in the trunk, a little wet, but it's not rusted out. It looks good. There's a hole there, a little rust popping up there. Package tray. A little bit of rust. Got some in the corner there too. For the most part, decent. Trunk lid. Coming down. Shuts fast. A little loose. Line there. Light little chips in the trunk lid. Coming down this side. Spot in the corner. Tires look good. Up and over the fender. Ding in the back. Scratches on the side here. chips. Spots up here in the front. A little hazy on the fender. Not a 307, 327. Little chips. Scuff. Malibu. Light scratches on the door. I am wondering why they have a 307 emblem on the side of the car. I decoded the motor myself. I even got the numbers written down. And they come back to a 327. So it might not be the original motor. You know, with it having the emblems on there, that may have been what it came with. And somebody just put a date code correct 327 in it. But we'll have to verify that, and we will. We're gonna try with that AC bracket all in the way. It's almost like we got to take the whole thing off. Little cracks right there in the vent window, a little bit of pitting around the vent window up top here. Got some chips. Front window here looks good. Little dings. Like little scuffs. Little dent in the bumper here. Chips behind the bumper and the paint. Dent in your grill. Little chips there around the edge. Get up over the front. Down this side. And some imperfections there along the bottom corner of that door. A lot of little chips that have been painted over. A little bit of damage here. In the back here as well. Also here, looks like it's been repaired and it's cracking a little bit. Coming back, door's sunken in a little bit more than it needs to be, so the hinge needs to be brought out. Should be a simple fix. Scuff there, back over the top here, chip. You got some wax around your antenna. You got some cracks in your seal. Up top you got a little bit of chipping going on. Wax on the edge there. That wind is kicking today. Look at the trunk's not lining up perfect either. Spot under your trim. Getting around the edges of that top. It's not perfect. Seal needs to be replaced. Made it around the outside. Let's go ahead and open up the interior. Well, it should be pretty easy to look at. Let's go ahead and look at the back seat. We'll start there. A little bit of pitting on your ashtray. Spot here. Tears at the bottom of your door panel. in your jams. The seals right there are all cracked up. You got some chips along the inside of the door, looking around the jams and stuff. You got some patches on your seats. As you can see. And they're kind of coming up around the edges. They need to be heat shrunk on there. Little patch over here. Scratches, scrapes, and chips on your dash. Just showing its age. Cracking the steering wheel. A few of them actually. Carpet in this one's not too bad. Pedal or out. Let's start this one out. Go listen to the motor real close. A belt on your AC stuff, so obviously it's not going to work. Insulation under the hood, missing a big chunk there. This is old anyways. A little rust here. Always check the edges to know if you're going to have to do anything, but it seems decent. I wouldn't have to mess with it for a while. All right, come it down with the hood. It actually comes down easy. Check that out. Chips on the edge. Trim there was a little loose. Sunk a little bit in the corner. It's not perfectly lined up. When the hinge does come down, it's a little stiff. Lots of wax in the vents there. Hey guys, any other questions? Hey, Lucky Penny, there's a heads up in the corner there. How about that? Any other questions? No problem. Give us a call, 615-822-4444. You need videos of certain areas? No problem. I'll send more to you. If you have questions, that's what we're here for. Also, watch out for scammers on TikTok. They're taking people's money and pretending to be us, using my old videos and marking down the prices of the cars. I've been warning everybody about it. I've already told TikTok I can't get them to stop it. All the other platforms were verified. They won't verify me on there. I don't know what's wrong with them, but I can't leave them because then it leaves those scammers by themselves. I'm just warning you. Always call us, and I appreciate you watching. Thanks, guys.